Welcome guys. So this is Holiday Hustle week 5, all equipment based. So I am going to go over some of the exercises that we have already done. If you've been a Holiday Hustle member since the first week, there are going to be some repetitions, but I have some new members, so I want to make sure that everybody understands how to do each exercise. So I'm going to go through everything as if it was day 1. So we're going to go over the hustle number 1. This one is called Run or Don't. So you can either do this with a partner or you can do this all by yourself. You do not need a piece of cardio equipment. So that's where the or don't comes from. If you have a treadmill, elliptical, bike, rower, whatever it is, you can go for 200 meters. If you do not, I'm sorry, is it 200? No, this is 45 seconds. Sorry. So you can do any of those pieces of cardio for 45 seconds, or you can just do something in place. So high knees, butt kicks, toe taps, jumping jacks, anything at all that gets your heart rate going. So this is run or don't. This is how it's gonna go. You're gonna go 45 seconds of the exercise and you're gonna do 45 seconds of the run or otherwise. So you're going to go through these alternating. If you have a partner, if you happen to live with somebody that you're doing this with, or you have a good friend that you feel comfortable doing this stuff with, you can always do one partner does the exercise, the other partner does the running. When you guys are done at 45 seconds, you guys switch. So however you want to do it, totally up to you. So I'm going to go through this real quick. So first exercise is a squat. So if you're doing the equipment based, you're going to have your dumbbells up by your shoulders, not down by your sides. You're just going to sit back into your heels and squat. Okay, try and keep your chest up and just sit back into that position. Okay, for any newbies, just make sure that when you squat down that your knees are not buckling in. Okay, so you're going to sit in this position. You're going to try and push your push your knees out when you stand up. So that's a squat. The next is a plank alternating toe tap. So I'm going to do this sideways so you can kind of see you're going to be in a high plank position or you can be in a low plank position. I'll go over both. You're here. You're just going to tap foot out to the side and back. Okay, this is the option for down low. Either way, just make sure that you're trying to stay parallel to the ground. Don't let that hip dip or come up too high. Next one is skater lunges. This is when I'm starting to get out of breath. You're going to go side to side, but you're trying to propel off of one leg as far as you can in the other direction, land on one leg, and then go back into it. So it's almost like you're skiing. So it'll look something like this. You're here. Okay, notice I'm landing on this leg, absorbing that force and coming over. Okay, try and get down and touch the inside of your foot if you can. Those are skater lunges. Then you're doing alternating shoulder presses. So grab these dumbbells again, stand nice and rigid. You're just gonna press up, switch to the other side. Okay, make sure that you're trying not to arch your back this way when you're trying to lift. If you are, drop the weight, it's too heavy. That's alternating shoulder presses, then a V up. So a V up is your body essentially creating a V. You're going to start all the way down and come up. Woo. Find your center of balance, which I'm having trouble doing right now. Here, okay? So you're coming up into a V. If you can't do a V up like that, you can do an accordion crunch where your hands are down, feet go out and back in, or you can take your hands away. So those are the 3 options. After that, you're going into a squat thrust. So you're going to go down. It's kind of like a burpee, but without the push-up. You're going to go down, push your hands in the ground, kick your feet out, bring your feet back in, stand up. You don't have to jump. You're here, feet up. Here, feet out, feet in, stand. Okay? That's a squat thrust. Plank up downs or bench dips. So if you have a bench, you can do dips, but I would prefer that you guys do plank up downs. Takes a little bit more out of you. So you're gonna be in this position here, high plank. You're gonna come down into an elbow, the other elbow, and then walk yourself back up. Okay, just alternate between the elbow that leads down and up. Okay, those are plank up downs. Next up, we only got 2 more, guys. Alternating lateral lunge. So lateral means side to side. We're gonna go laterally. Now the biggest thing with lateral lunges, I want you guys to focus on really sitting back into the heel of the foot that's stepping. Okay, so what I don't want to see is that you guys are completely folded over your leg when you lunge. So some people do it like this, And they don't really get low. If you notice, my butt's not very low. I'm just bending over, okay? But if I lateral lunge correctly, I'm here and I squat. Notice my butt is a lot lower, okay? So I'm much lower here. My chest is still tall. I'm not folded over at all. I'm just leaning into that back heel or that side heel. So we're here, back up, okay? So lateral lunge will just look like this. And then you're alternating, obviously, so you're gonna go side to side, okay? Alternating lunges. The next is a broad jump. We'll shuffle back. This is a great angle for this. All right, so we're gonna broad jump, 2 feet together, almost like you were in like high school, you're doing the presidential fitness test. You're gonna put your hands together, just broad jump, feet together, as far as you can, and then shuffle yourself back. So I'm gonna modify my broad jump so I don't run into this thing. But you're here, shuffle back, here, shuffle back, okay? Just keep doing that for 45 seconds. So that's hustle number 1. Remember, you're doing alternating 45 seconds, run and workout. Hustle number 2 is a 15-minute AMRAP. For those newbies, AMRAP is as many rounds as possible. So you can go as fast or as slow as you want to, but you're just trying to get as many rounds as possible when you set your timer for 15 minutes. So start your timer. Once it gets to 15 minutes, you're done. So first things first is squats. So you're doing, again, dumbbells up here. You're gonna squat, stand, okay? That's the first. The second is a lateral step up. So I'm gonna move this bench out here. You can use anything at all that you have. It doesn't have to be a bench. It can be a box, if you have a plyo box. It can be a step, like stairs up to your second floor. It can be a small table. It could be a couch. It could be anything at all that doesn't move, preferably not on wheels. So lateral, again, side. So you're gonna start with your left side. Dumbbell's gonna be in your right hand. And you're just going to kind of lean into this leg a little bit, stand yourself up, find your balance, and back down, okay? So you're here, and back down. Notice I'm controlling my step up. I'm not just flopping back down and then jolting myself back up with this bottom leg. I'm actually leaning into this leg and I'm letting this leg do the work, okay? I could care less about how much you lift as long as you do it correctly. So that is a lateral side step up. After that, you're doing floor presses. So you're gonna take these dumbbells, you're gonna lay down on the floor, completely rest them on the ground. You're gonna come up into a chest press, back down and rest. Here, hold them down on the ground for about a second, okay? That's floor presses and weighted sit-ups. So I'm gonna keep this in my hand. I'm only gonna do 1 dumbbell. You can use a kettlebell, sandbag, gallon of water, whatever it is. But you're gonna hold this here, and it's gonna go all the way over your head. What you're gonna do is slowly curl your body up and then touch the dumbbell to the ground in between your feet or in front of your feet. So you're here, curl, tap, slowly back down. Again, it's all about control, guys. And you can do these as heavy as you want, but if you have crappy form, what's the point? So those are weighted setups. So that AMRAP is basically just gonna look like you go through squats, lateral step-ups, floor presses, sit-ups, and then you start all over again. So you just do as many as you can in 15 minutes. Hustle number 3, this is horrible. Absolutely horrible, I'm not even gonna lie. This ladder, I call the hell ladder because I made it and I'm like, man, this sounds like hell. I did it this morning and it is actually hell. So, praise be. A ladder is normally done where you take each exercise, you do 1 rep of each, and then you go to the top. And you do 2 reps of the first exercise, 2 reps of the second exercise, 2 reps of the third exercise, all the way down, start again. 3 reps of the first exercise, 3 reps of the second exercise, blah, 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 blah. You get it? All the way up to 10, and then all the way back down to 1. But let me tell you, after doing that workout, I am not having you guys go back down the ladder. Y'all wanna go back down the ladder? Great. I already modified a couple of these exercises because they were outlandish. I was trying to kill you guys, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna go through these and I'll go through each of them first or 1 time, and then I will go through like 2 rounds of the circuit so you can get an idea of what the ladder looks like. Lord help me. All right, so first one is a double press. A double press is weighted, so it's like a burpee, but you're going to use weight. So the dumbbells are going to be to your sides, and I'm going to come down, hands onto dumbbells, into my burpee, and then I'm going to come up and thrust the dumbbells overhead. So I'm here, I come down, push up, outside of the dumbbells, okay? You don't want your feet inside. You're going to be here, you're going to kind of swing these, you're going to propel your hips and propel the dumbbells up. So this is how that last motion looked. I'm here, my hips are back. Notice I have a straight back. I'm not rounded like this, okay? My chest is high, I'm squeezing my lats. I'm just gonna propel with my hips the energy of these dumbbells, okay? And then they just go up. So that's a double press. Bless your heart. Next up, alternating lunges. So you can either hold these here, you can hold these here, but you're just going to lunge and lunge, okay? Remember to push through the heel of that front-facing foot. Next up is a thruster. So you're here into a squat and then up. Squat, up. Next one is a push press. So you're just going to use a little bit of your legs to give you some momentum to propel the dumbbells up. You're going to go here. This is a shoulder exercise, but you're using some of your legs to help you. Then you can drop the weight. You can do a pop squat. You're going to come out and squat and then pop yourself up, feet in and back out. Okay, so you're here, pop in, back out, pop in, back out. This is a quick motion. Then you're doing plank shoulder taps in a high plank position. You're here, tap each shoulder. Last one, my favorite, is a push-up rollover V-up. So you're gonna get into a push-up position. You're gonna do a push-up, lay down, roll yourself over, do a V-up, and then if you're going on to multiple sets or rounds, you're gonna roll yourself back into a push-up. You're just gonna keep doing this. All right, so I will go through this one time, and then you guys can kind of see how it flows. So here we go. This is the worst. Double press is first. Here, up, alternating lunge, thruster, push press, down, pop squat, plank shoulder taps, push up, roll over, V up, stand up, start again. We go, double press for 2 this time. Here, alternating lunge. For your lunges, you can go forward or backwards if you want. Completely up to you. Getting out of breath. Thrusters, squat, press, push press, pop squat. Here, in, plank shoulder taps. 2 on each side. Push up, roll over, V up. Push up, roll over, V up. Woo! Good luck. That's brutal. So that's it. 1 through 10, stay at 10. Last hustle is a race to 200. So this is a burner, kind of like we did last week. It's not gonna be any easier than holiday hustle number 3. But you're gonna do an EMOM, which is every minute on the minute, but you're not gonna do all exercises every minute. You're just gonna do as many of you as you can of one. So hear me out. You're gonna start your timer. Once you start your timer, you're gonna do 2 bodybuilders. Whew. A bodybuilder is like a burpee, but you're gonna do a scissor plank in the down position. So let me show you. You're here, you squat, you're up, out and in, together. Okay? So the only thing that's different is that you add that plank, that scissor plank, where your feet go out and back in. So here we go again. You're here, That's a bodybuilder. You're gonna do 2 bodybuilders when you originally start the timer. So at 0 minutes, you're gonna start the timer, do 2 bodybuilders. Then you're gonna do as many lunges with a shoulder press as you can. So you're gonna take these dumbbells, because you're my equipment people. You're gonna do a lunge, shoulder press, okay? Opposite hand. So if I step with my left, I'm pressing with my right, and I'm not doing them together. I lunge. When I stand, I press, okay? I'm coming off of this foot because I want to show you guys that all of my weight is in this left leg, as it should be. Then when I do the opposite leg, right leg, left press, okay? So you're gonna do 200 or 100 on each leg. So start the timer, 2 bodybuilders, start doing those, okay? As soon as it gets to a minute, you drop the weight and do another 2 bodybuilders. Keep going, keep counting. As soon as it gets to another minute, you drop the weight, start doing 2 bodybuilders. As soon as you're done with 2 bodybuilders, you have the rest of that minute to continue on with your lunges. You are done when you have hit 200 total lunges. Cool? All right, best of luck. You're gonna need it for that one.